Okay. Hi, Becca. I'm Savannah. I'm your OT today.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, do you know why you came to see me today?
I had a stroke.
Yes, you did. So, your doctor talked to me and said that since your stroke, you were having some trouble with vision and that left side of your body. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, my role in helping you is to help people regain function and be able to do all the things they want to do after an injury. Okay.
Gotcha.
So if you think about all the things you do in a day, our objective is for you to get back to that. So specifically today, I'm going to screen your vision and those muscles on your left side and see exactly what's going on there. And then hopefully, if I decide you could benefit from OT, then we'll work on getting back to those normal things, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're going to start by screening your vision. So I'm just going to have this in front of you, and I just want you to follow the end of it, okay? Good job. One more time. Ready? Great. Okay, so what I see there is a little bit of lagging. Do you feel like it's kind of hard for you to keep up when I do that?
Yes.
Okay, so we call that decreased oculomotor control, and it means that one of your cranial nerves, specifically the third one, was a little bit damaged in your stroke. So this can cause difficulty with reading, or it may be hard for you to reach and grab things, like that precision, and even environmental awareness, which can cause safety. So if you're not able to scan your environment, you may not see a bird flying at you, for example. I know that's kind of bizarre, but you can think about it that way.
Right.
So some things we could potentially do in OT would be like playing balloon volleyball or ice spa, things like that. And of course we would learn more about your interests. I just want you to understand what my role would be.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about perception. So I'm going to come stand beside you.
Okay.
And all you have to do is just point when you see this marker come into your visual field, okay? Good job. Okay. I'm going to come here. Okay. So what I'm seeing there is that maybe it takes you a little bit longer to recognize objects on your left side. Would you say that's true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're recognizing that kind of daily?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, that can be a safety concern for the same reasons we mentioned before, but also imagine being in the kitchen and the knife is on the left side, the cutting board is on the right, and you try to grab that knife, you might hurt yourself.
Right.
So that's something to be aware of. This is called homonymous henopsia, which sounds a little crazy, but it just means one side of your visual field, your left side, which makes sense, right? Because you're having impairment on the left, was damaged by that stroke. We talked about the safety implications, so some things we could do would be playing cards, doing puzzles, things like that, okay, that help you kind of orient that left side into your daily activities. So now we're going to move on to the muscular stuff. So first, I just want you to raise your arms out in front of you. Awesome. Can you put them out to the side? Can you reach behind you? Okay. I'm going to look at this right arm. I'm going to push down, and I want you to push up. Good. Now we're going to do the opposite. I'm going to push up, and you push down. Good job. Now I'm just going to feel this shoulder, because it seemed like you couldn't really get it as high, right?
Right. Yeah, it's been in pain.
Okay, you've been having pain. That's important to know. So what that could be is a subluxation, for which I would refer you to the doctor, but we could work together after you go to the doctor to immobilize the arm or to do some strengthening activities to keep this from recurring. It's just because those muscles are weak from your stroke, okay?
Gotcha.
And again, with safety there, lifting, we don't want to do that. You may have some numbness, so you're more likely to injure yourself, so we don't want any of that. All right, last thing, I want to look at your legs. So I'm going to just have you freely first just kind of swing at your knee there. Awesome. Okay, so now this one, with both legs, I want you to try to kick my hand away from you and don't let me. Okay? Now I want you to try to pinch my hand behind your knee. Good job. So what I feel here in this left leg is maybe a little bit more tightness when you kick back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Does your leg feel tight in the back?
It does. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a concern. That increased flexor tone is a concern because it can cause maybe immobility, kind of hard for you to get around, risk for falls. And, if you're on the couch and you can't readjust yourself, you can get some sores there.
Gotcha.
So that's concerning for me. as well as just like blood flow and stuff to that leg. So while I feel like PT is probably the best person to address that, we could also work together to talk about prevention. So just being mobile, what can you do in a day to make this better? Resting, bed mobility, stuff like that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have any questions so far?
I do not.
Okay, so I just want to review with you so that we're sure to understand, okay? So based on what we found today, I do recommend OT. I think we could help you, and we talked about some of the stuff we could do together. And then most likely we would also do more MMTs, which is what I did for your arms and legs. We can use that to assess your progress as we work together. And if I wanted to do an assessment for you, I could do a motor-free visual perceptual test. I think I know what's going on, but just to be sure, we could use that. And then I'll give you all those referrals I mentioned, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Well,
Thank you.
That was so good.